And now for something completely different. Who's ready to get nerdy? Awesome. All right. Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Thanks. So this talk has no technical content. I'm just going to talk about a show that I don't think gets enough love. But if you stick around through the end, there might be a little DevOps tie-in at the end, at the very end, like the last slide. So I think we can all agree that we live in kind of a golden age of TV these days. Lots of good stuff on. It's not all on AMC, but you know, whatever, there's Game of Thrones. But would it surprise you to learn that this golden age actually has its birth in 1993? These were the top shows in 1993. This is the year Seinfeld won its first and only Emmy for Outstanding Comedy. And Picket Fences, a show set in Wisconsin, was the winner for Best Drama. And in genre TV, that's sci-fi fantasy. Trek was still kind of dominant. Next Gen was in its 6th season. DS9 started that year. X-Files also debuted in 93, and Quantum Leap ended in 93. Love that show. And on a small, obscure, syndicated network that gave us Kung Fu: The Legend Continues and a really crappy time travel show called Time Tracks, we got Babylon 5, the most influential TV show you've never heard of. So Babylon 5, set in 2258, was a story of the Babylon Project, which is sort of a United Nations for aliens, trying to keep things from blowing up. But big deal, why is this show influential? Well, to understand that, we really need to talk about the structure of TV shows in the 90s. It was very episodic, aside from the odd two-parter, you know, the Locutus of Borg plotline, the Klingon Civil War. Everything pretty much, at the end of the episode, you hit the narrative reset button and started over at the beginning. Babylon 5 was different. It was conceived as a 5-year-long, essentially, novel for TV, where each episode built on the next one to tell a complete story. Commonplace now, but it was novel at the time. Pun intended. The characters also grew and changed over the course of the 5 years. No character really ended the same place they started. Heroes became villains, villains became heroes. It was all chaos. It was awesome. Babylon 5 was also one of the very first shows to demonstrate you could do awesome CGI on a TV time scale and on TV budgets. You're talking about episodes that cost like $2 million per episode, and they were doing massive amounts of flaming space stuff. We also tend to think about TV shows as being the work of a single brain. You know, we think of like Joss Whedon or Gene Roddenberry. But how singular were their contributions? I did the math. These are all writing credits for the entire run of the show the creator is most known for. Roddenberry only wrote 16% of original Recipe Trek. Joss only 20% of Buffy. And this also carries through to non-genre TV. Aaron Sorkin did a little better, wrote 56% of The West Wing, and Vince Gilligan wrote 21% of Breaking Bad. Babylon 5, on the other hand, this is J. Michael Straczynski, JMS. He's responsible for 83% of all of Babylon 5 scripts, including all of Season 3, all of Season 4, and all but one episode of Season 5, which was written by Neil Gaiman. It was actually one of the better episodes of the season. Babylon 5 was also responsible for kind of bringing a more realistic sensibility to sci-fi. Up until that point, it had pretty much been Trek and all Trek, which is great, but utopias are boring. Humans in this world kind of brought all of our problems with us when we went out into space. We had labor strikes. Shit broke. We opened up silly gift shops and sold miniature little doll versions of the ambassadors. It was chaos. And physics exists in the Babylon 5 world. We had to build spaceships with spinning sections to provide gravity. There were no technobabble, adjust the warp core solutions to the problems. And Babylon 5 was also, because it kind of came up at the same time as the web was coming up, it was one of the first shows to really be involved in online fandom. We had the Lurker's Guide, and JMS was also really active on Usenet. If you don't know what that is, ask your parents. So if you're convinced you'd like to check it out, unfortunately, pretty much getting the discs from Netflix or buying them from Amazon are your only options. I'm sure Christian would be happy to host showings locally.
True story.
And since you're all good, here's your DevOps tie-in. This is Zathras talking about tools. There's lots of time, but the tools are almost always wrong. So that's my time. Everybody remember to go vote. Thanks.